Welcome to Mount St. Helens. I'm Lloyd Anderson. I want to give you a short tour of the Seven Wonders Creation Museum. Right after our big sign there, turn right into our parking lot here, and right up this long sidewalk and into the inner courtyard. You have a mural of Mount St. Helens facing the courtyard, and then on your left there is the entrance to the Creation Museum. So please come on in. Now we're in the display room. We start right here. We list the seven wonders, and then you see the before and after picture, and this explains the first eruption, the largest, the most important of our seven wonders. And here we have another wonder that occurred in the next 5 days, and these are steam explosion pits. Here's the 3-hour layering. This is the erosion of Step Canyon, Lewitt Canyon, and here we have the river system formed in just a couple of hours. On this side we have the Specimen Ridge story. So we separate the local catastrophe, Mount St. Helens, from the global catastrophe. Here we have a scale model of Noah's Ark built to the same scale as the railroad boxcar. And on the wall we have the most recent creation thinking that's come out of Dr. Andrew Snelling's 2-volume work, Earth's Catastrophic Past. We have restrooms, and then we come into the presentation room, the multi-purpose room here. We have lots of books around. I've given the talk here hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. In this case right here, a burial stone, a replica of a burial stone from Ica, Peru. They accurately drew pictures of dinosaurs. We have lots of chairs around because there are so many resources. People can sit down and they can, to their heart's content, learn about biblical creation. I want to mention several of the remarkable resources we carry that may not come to people's attention. Like for instance, this book, Secret, of the 6th edition. It turns out that Charles Darwin didn't write just one copy edition of Origin of the Species by means of natural selection. But every time a major scientific group raised an impossible objection to his theory, he would rewrite his book. So his theory kept changing over and over again. Finally, the 6th edition, he said, I don't have an answer, but I'm sure that it'll come out someday. So that's the basis of the theory of evolution, a constantly changing idea. I love this book, Old Earth Creationism on Trial, because it is not combative, it's very gentle, it's scholarly, it's very readable. I find this one remarkable. The Ice Age, only the Bible can explain it. There's like over 60 different models for the Ice Age. The present models don't work. And so new models keep coming down the pike. They can never find enough energy, really, to produce a continental ice age, and yet the biblical flood would explain how it's possible. This is a great one by Mike Ord, and he does books on the subject as well as DVDs. Genetic Entropy and the Mystery of the Genome by John Sanford. Genetic entropy says that the human race continues to acquire mutations in the gene pool, and that in 400 generations or so, the human race will go extinct. Secondly, Mystery of the Genome. Far more information than most geneticists were acknowledging at the time. And yet, over the last few years, they've discovered that the genome, oh my goodness, far more than Webster's Dictionary, far more than Encyclopedia Britannica. It's more like as much information as it would take to build Darth Vader's Death Star. More recently, Stephen Meyer has come out with Signature in the Cell. This is a marvelous book. Even though he's not a young earth creationist, he talks about the irrefutable evidence for design in DNA. And it's just an excellent, excellent, wonderful book. That's just some of the resources that we have in our museum. And of course, I invite you to explore them to your heart's content.